Hi guys and welcome to Wilde. Today we're here with Venom Prison and exactly with Larissa, the lead singer. Hi and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have Venom Prison here for the first time. So you are living in Wales at the moment?
I actually live in West Yorkshire. I moved here 2 years ago, but before that I lived in Newport in Wales, yeah.
Oh, no way. So is the
Yeah.
whole band based kind of in Yorkshire, or are you kind of all over the place at the moment?
We're basically all over the place. We have people in Wales, people in Bristol and surrounding areas, and our drummer Joe lives in Essex.
Wow, so really dotted all over the UK. How do
Yeah.
you make it work so smoothly being so long distance?
We practice in Bristol, so every time we meet up to either go on tour or practice before shows or whatever, photo shoots, anything like that, we just meet up there. Everything else just happens over the internet. Same with writing. Ben and Ash are the main songwriters in the band. When they write, they either write at home together, or because of coronavirus now, it wasn't really possible for them to meet up, so they just write over Zoom calls as well, or just send each other ideas that they've pre-recorded. So yeah.
Because that's the beauty of technology. You don't even need to physically be somewhere to create some awesome stuff together.
Yeah.
Would you tell us more about how the band got together?
Yeah, sure. So when Venom Prison started, it was actually just the two of us. It was Ash and myself. At the moment, we lived in Germany because that's where I'm from. And Ash lived with me at the time. We both had just left our hardcore bands before basically starting Venom Prison. And we actually didn't think about playing music again, but we got bored and kind of missed playing shows. So we were like, oh, fuck it, let's
Just
do something
accidentally created
small.
an amazing band.
Yeah. So we never actually planned being like busy with Venom Prison. We wanted to play a show every now and then on the weekend. But yeah, um, this has happened. Yeah, we recorded our first demo in the living room in our flat back then. And before we released it, we actually moved to Wales because that's where Ash was from, and I started going to uni there. So we moved there together, and then the rest of the band joined us.
Incredible. And you have now played all over the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
You must miss touring so much, especially that
Yes.
we haven't been able to do much of leaving the house for the last year or so.
It was very difficult getting used to not being able to tour and travel, to be honest. And before the lockdown kicked in, the very first one, we were actually gonna go to Australia to play Download Fest and Indonesia and just do a little tour across Australia and Southeast Asia. So that's something that we weren't able to do. So that was really sad.
Yeah, that's absolutely heartbreaking. That would have been incredible, and hopefully it can still happen. Just have to wait a little longer until that's possible again. What would you say has been your favorite venue to play in the UK so far?
In the UK, I would say that the Black Hat in London is one of my favorite venues, and it's actually really sad to see that they're suffering really badly at the moment, like many other DIY and small venues in the UK. So it's a tough one.
It is very difficult for all of the everyone in the art industry at the moment, any kind of art or entertainment, anything like that, because obviously life has been almost put on pause for the time being. But yes, fingers crossed things can resume fairly quickly. That is, here's to hoping anyway. What would you say is the best show that you guys have had and why?
Oh wow, that's a good one. I would say the best show that we ever played was with Trivium when we played in London, and it was the O2 Academy. Oh no, I don't know. I don't even remember what venue it was, but it was
Was it
massive.
Brixton O2?
I think so, yeah. It was Brixton O2 Academy. Yeah, so
This one comes about a lot in interviews. I feel like that is just everyone's favorite venue of all times. I myself
yeah.
absolutely love going to gigs there because yeah, it's just an amazing venue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. The sound there is great, and it fits so many people. So that was probably one of the biggest shows we played with Venom Prison as well. So it was very nerve-wracking for us. I think it fits around 5,000 people, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we opened up that night. It was Trivium, Code Orange, Power Trip, and Venom Prison, and it was special. It was also the last show of the tour that we played with them, which was 7 weeks long. So it was quite emotional.
I bet, but also exciting, and I'm sure that you just can't wait to get things up and running again and being able to do amazing gigs like that. Now, I have
Yeah.
a question. Being a female myself, how are you finding the industry being, a badass lead female singer of a band? How do you feel the metal scene has made you feel?
I've actually felt really included myself. I know a lot of people, a lot of women struggle to feel that way, but I think it's just because I've been playing music since I was 17. I'm 31 now, so I've experienced how it kind of progressed in heavy music from women just absolutely not being taken seriously to now finally kind of starting to be taken seriously. And with Venom Prison, we never experienced any negative things as such, apart from a couple of incidents and all the bullshit that's being said on the internet. I remember the very first interview that we did with Metal Hammer, and it was posted on their Facebook, and it said something, and the headline was something like death metal against misogyny or something like that, and that definitely kicked off a barrel. Yeah, so many misogynistic comments on that, but I've kind of got used to it by now. Let the people talk. I know they would never say that to me in person and to my face because they're cowards. So
Yeah,
yeah.
unfortunately, the internet is it's full of trolls, and like you said, it's really amazing that you have had only positive experiences, kind of in person, and hopefully some new ways can be introduced to regulate those who find a need to put others down for absolutely no reason over
Yeah.
the internet. What would you say it's one band that has a strong female within a band that you really like?
I would say Employed to Serve at the moment. Justine is a friend of ours, as well as the rest of Employed to Serve, and they're an amazing band. Oh,
We have a special guest today.
yeah. Thank you, Lisa.
She's a strong female. She just wanted to make sure that she doesn't get forgotten.
Yeah, she wanted to say that she's here too. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Come
she's
here.
gorgeous.
Say hi, Lisa.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so beautiful.
Yeah, where were we? Yeah, Employed to Serve and Justine. I think Justine is a very powerful young woman. She has a lot to offer. She's very good at what she's doing, and she's an amazing person as well. She also runs a label now, which is very admirable. She gets a lot done, and that's definitely someone that you need to take seriously.
That's amazing. And what would you say are three, they could be bands, musicians, individuals, but three people that you are listening to right now?
three people are listening to right now? You mean on a musical basis? Oh God. Um, Chelsea Wolfe, one of my favorites. Definitely Emma Ruth Rundle. And the third one, it's an odd one, but I really like Ollie Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. I think he's interesting, and I think he's had quite a bit of a journey from starting off being a troublesome young man to to now making his journey to who he is now. And I think he's quite inspirational as a person as well,
There's
and as a
definitely
musician.
been there's definitely been a bit of a transformation there, and it's great to see these bands that we were loving and admiring, say 10 years ago, now presenting, like you said, maybe more mature, or whatever you would call that word, but a newer, older version of those bands and or individuals, and kind of what they're doing now. And it's amazing to still be able to relate to them in like all the such time has passed.
Yeah.
What would you say that you are most looking forward to post pandemic?
Post pandemic, definitely going on tour and being able to travel. That's something that I miss dearly, even though being on tour is really stressful and annoying sometimes. But yeah, it's what makes us who we are as musicians and as people. I'd say pretty much almost every artist would tell you that. So this is definitely something I'm looking forward to getting back into.
And do you have any upcoming gigs that you're hoping that may go ahead?
Yeah, definitely Download Fest. Yeah, the lineup is amazing. We're meant to play on the Saturday also, or with an amazing lineup on the stage with Dying Fetus and Sepultura. Deftones are playing, so I really hope that it can go ahead, but I'm not very optimistic if I'm honest.
I'm 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 exactly the same as you. I'm just, you know, keeping all my fingers crossed and hoping that that it can go ahead and that they can organize some sort of a way for it to still go ahead, obviously, and be safe. But oh my goodness, just the idea of being able to actually go to download this year is definitely one to keep us going here at Wilde. And obviously it would be amazing to meet you guys in person, and being able to actually hold an interview in person next time
Yeah.
would be incredible. So what is Venom Prison working on at the moment? What have you got
We're
coming up next?
currently, yeah, we actually started recording our next album in December, but because of the new lockdown measures, we weren't able to proceed. So we're actually going back into the studio to continue with guitars and vocals in March. So also really looking forward to doing that and then releasing our album hopefully by the end of this year.
Fingers crossed, and best of luck. And I'm really hoping that we can end this lockdown and things can go back to normal, and you can get creating, producing, writing, and everything else again. So it's been so lovely to have you here, Larissa. Thank you so much. All of Venom Prison's links will be linked down below, so please check them out. They're amazing on Facebook. They post some really cool stuff on there. Check out their YouTube as well if you haven't heard their music before. All of the links will be down below, so do check them out, and we'll hope to see you in real life next time.
I hope so too. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.